Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another episode of Behind the Corner, where I show you behind the scenes of Bauer's Game Corner, and today we're going to be talking about how I did in December 2020. The whole month, analyzed, broken down. I'll show you how much I earned, what I learned, how I did compared to last year, and all sorts of good stuff like that. And so the main number you're probably interested in is right there. I made $219.28 during the month of December. So that's good. I'm happy with that. But one thing that is a little bit discouraging, and I was expecting it, was if you go over here to December 2019, I actually had 67,000 views as opposed to 45,000 views for this December. And I knew this was going to happen, and the main reason why is because of the Gen Con Bonanza and the Origins Bonanza being canceled this year because of COVID. You got to realize that's probably 150 to 200 videos on hot/new upcoming games. People are going to be getting them for Christmas. They're going to be releasing throughout the year and up until Christmas time, and all that buzz is just gone this year because while I did get some games, and I got like Lost Ruins of Arnak and For Glory and some cool games in, when I go to Gen Con, I bring home like literally about 100 games probably. It's insane. If you've never seen the pictures that we've taken or the videos of it, it's preposterous how many games, because they either have to ship it back home, which is going to cost them money, or they give it to me and hopefully I will make the video and get eyeballs to it. So they're just willing to give out a lot of games, and without that I can definitely see a big noticeable difference here. Now the one thing that I do also want to mention is that I had 127 subscribers, which is spectacular. And here's a cool stat for you. I had 128 that I gained last December, and only 127. So despite the fact there was 22,000 less people who visited Bauer's Game Corner, I only had one less subscriber, which is so positive to me. Like that says, oh my gosh, the tweaks and the changes that you're making, people are liking them. People are clicking on that subscribe button, and that's really what I love to see. So let's break down exactly what made me the $200. So let's go to my top 50 videos. Well, we could look at the top 10, but we'll start at the top 50 because it still shows all the same information. And this is actually part of a science experiment, one that I have here. So this is Bauer Plays number 69, Box 1, which is Neil Patrick Harris's solo game. I believe it's a Target exclusive. I got one of the first gameplay videos up of it. There was somebody else who got theirs up before me, but I'm pretty sure I was able to pass them because I tagged my video up, hopefully. But yeah, 1,986 views on that boy. But what do we want to see is we want to look at the revenue source, right? You want to see, you want to see what things made money. How do we get to that? That's video, and then, oh, here we go. We will sort it by how much money it made. Why doesn't it show me how much money it made? You're supposed to show that. Well, luckily, we can add a new metric. And this is a lot of the cool behind-the-scenes stuff. So look at all the stuff that we could potentially add there. It is just insane. Your estimated revenue. There we go. That's what we want to see. Per game. And there you go. So, Box 1 made me $12. Now, this was a science experiment I'm currently working on right now where I went out and I bought 4 or 5 new Target games when they first came out. It was Box 1, Moral Conflict, which is this stupid 3 to 4 player game that really should be, it's $6. That's what I got it. And some children's games that I bought. This has already made back $12.81 of the $60 that I spent on that. So this was a science experiment to see if I could make back that money and how long it would take. And should I start investing more into purchasing these newer games for Bauer's Game Corner with the hopes of making back money. And this is very promising because that's $12.81 from one video right there. We have Quiddler making me $4.97. This is one of those evergreen games. They just keep printing this game, and my video is near the top, so it just keeps getting views, and that's awesome. And that's, my hope is that I can get enough of those smaller games tagged up, looking nice, looking pretty. And if I do that, then I will be able to start just making so many quarters and nickels and dimes here and there that it's going to really add up. Because not only do I make the money from here, but I'm also making money doing the Fibers, which is bringing a couple $100 in every now and then. The Amazon Associate link. So I'm trying to find different ways to make money from Bauer's Game Corner. Next, we got the Kickstarter critique for ISS Vanguard. Love seeing one of my new segments up there, making $4.44. And that's an easy video. That video took me 25 minutes. I literally just sat there and I talked about ISS Vanguard for 25 minutes and shot it out into the world. And now that I live stream, it actually takes out another layer of editing, and it's really kind of cool. And I'm loving the Kickstarter critiques because they're really There, it doesn't show it, and I can actually add this metric as well. These are gaining me subscribers as well. Yeah, and look at YouTube. Look at YouTube with all these cool things that I can go through. So yes, subscribers gained. That Neil Patrick Harris game, 6 subscribers. So not only I spent $60 and I gained 6 subscribers, and I'm going to get my money back just from that one video right there. And that's the kind of metrics that I really say to myself, and I say, wow. I need to start making some decisions based on what I'm seeing here. So, Kickstarter critique, Naramata. Interesting. Look at that. 5 subscribers from that. That's spectacular. And those are hobby gamers. Those are a lot of subscribers that I want to try and gain, because if I can gain those sort of subscribers, I get a little bit more recognition on Board Game Geek. Maybe I get the thumbs on my videos, which pushes it to the front page. Because right now, the front page is open for anyone to take if they have enough thumbs. Because it's all based on the thumbs. And if I could get more Board Game Geek users to like the channel via the Kickstarter critique, that could really help me out a good deal. And I'm starting to plant those seeds right now. And Naramata, 75 cents. But more importantly, 5 subscribers. ISS Vanguard, 4 subscribers. Kickstarter Critique, Stephen Rhodes Games, 3 subscribers. Look at this. That right there is 12 subscribers from Kickstarter Critiques. Love it. And I'm cool. I like seeing this as well. So Monopoly Junior. The Skip the Rules, getting me 3 subscribers. But, we're talking about money. We're not talking about subscribers. That's a little bonus thing we'll look at on the side. And I do apologize if I'm meandering. As you can see, there's just so many different ways to go. The amount of numbers that they give to you is absolutely staggering and overwhelming, but luckily I can walk it through them. So, Skip the Rules may cause side effects. This is an interesting little backstory. I think I actually mentioned this in the Behind the Corner. I saw that my unboxing video of this was doing very, very well. Like, it was just consistently doing well, and it was like doing well for a long period of time, and I said to myself, all right, I need to stop screwing around and I need to capitalize on this knowledge that I have. I know this is a popular game. So I made the Skip the Rules video, and you see it was published on December 4th, and it's already made me $4. That's what I love to see. That is because that game, it's been so popular, and I believe it's at Target now. I believe it's at Barnes & Noble. They don't have the same packaging. They have different packaging. But either way, that's going to be an evergreen video for me, because people are going to have that in their closet for years and years and years and years and years just because of the cool packaging of the original thing. And I love seeing that. Just like this game right here, Bowers Game Corner, Richard Scary Bizardstown. Not gaining many subscribers, but 397, and I made this video 8 years ago now, because it's 2021 technically. May 8th, 2013. Excellent. And this is the next one that I'm really going to try and focus on, and I posted on my Facebook. Does anyone own Dad Joke Face Off? Because I need to get a Skip the Rules video up for Dad Joke Face Off. It has made me $3.85 just in the month of December, mind you. That's insane. An interview that I did, this was a throwaway interview at Gen Con. I was actually waiting for someone to talk about their deck building game. And I was just like, what's this game? And they're like, oh, that's kind of an older game. I mean, we can still shoot a video on it. And I was like, yeah, sure. Because we're essentially, it's just you stand there and you awkwardly stand there waiting for interviews sometime, which I hate doing. But I mean, yeah, it's the nature of the beast. Everybody's busy at Gen Con. And this was a throwaway 2-minute and 47-second video. We shot it, and I thought I would just poop that video out into the world. And lo and behold, it is still popular 3 years later, which says I need to get a Skip the Rules video up on this. Because look, another thing that I start to do is you can see that I have both of the pictures of the game up there, because it's actually changed. They changed the front of the box to make it look more appealing, which means that it was so popular that it got a second print run. And I bet you that second print run was humongous, which is why I need to get that. And I'm going to buy this game this week. It's an investment. It's an investment that I'm going to make into Bowers Game Corner, and I see this right here, and it speaks to me. Deer in the Headlights game. Yep, this is going to be one of those evergreen games. The only reason I made this video was because I have this stupid motto that I've always said, that I will never get rid of a game without making a video on it. And so I have garbage like the Deer in the Headlights game, and lo and behold, I played it twice in my classroom with my kids, and I said, hey, thanks for playing this with me. I will give you this game after I get done shooting this review. I shot the review. I gave the little girl the game. She loved the game. She played it with her grandpa. Her grandpa mentioned it 2 years later. No. That wasn't... Yeah. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't 2 years, because this was published in 2019. Her grandpa mentioned it at some point in the future that she still played the game, and that she had lost a bunch of the cards, and so he was going to give it to her as a birthday gift. Either way, long-winded story aside, that random game made me $3.52 this last Christmas. This is going to make me, a dollar or two every month just forever. Let's click on it. Let's actually click on the analytics of this and see what it does on just because this was a Christmas month, but let's see what it does on a typical month. 6.7 thousand views. 37 people viewed this video in the last 48 hours. Like, what? What is that? So what numbers are we looking for? Plus 21 subscribers. Look at that. 21 subscribers from the Deer in the Headlights game. And that is why I love covering games like this. Because if you come to Bauer's Game Corner for that Deer in the Headlights game, you are probably coming into this as, a mass market style gamer. And maybe I'm the person opening the door to that Ticket to the Ride, the King of Tokyo, the Get Bit, the Zombie Dice, the Munchkin, the whatever. And that's why I love to cover games like that. Because, 21 subscribers from that video. That's just insanity. Now, I can also start to tell you one of the new things that I'm hoping to start doing after I show you... Yeah, let's look at this thing. Since uploaded, lifetime. Let's see. Ooh, big spike there last Christmas. Yeah, look at that. 183 views on Christmas last Christmas. That is nuts. But yeah, so... Yeah, look, this is just consistent. Just spike, spike, spike. And none of these numbers are zero. That's the thing I notice. 5 views a day, 10 views a day, 7 views a day. 1, 2, 3. So it's been down this year, but still 4 or 5. It's creeping back up. But one thing that I'm starting to do, and I'll show you actually on the Neil Patrick Harris one, is I'm trying to trick YouTube, or I'm trying to trick YouTube a little bit more with how I do my videos. So So the box one, the Neil Patrick. The box one solo. So I posted this video, and it was relatively popular, but then I put on the back of it that little star, Neil Patrick Harris solo game. I put that. And then when I went into the tags and I started to type in Neil Patrick Harris board game and stuff like that, it started to give me a little bit more traction, and now the video is doing very, very well. 1,986 views in roughly 1 month. For that, for me, those are big numbers. Those are big numbers. I'm not the Dice Tower. I'm not Rondo Run-Throughs. This is Bauer's Game Corner. And for me, those numbers get me so freaking excited. And so I added, after that, Magic Puzzle Escape Room game. I gave more descriptors of what the game was in the title, and those descriptors tickle the YouTube algorithms. I think they will tickle the YouTube algorithms. I'm pretty sure they will, because once I go into the tags, it starts messing with my tag thing. And maybe I'll make a whole video on exactly what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, when I put up Bauer Plays number 69, box 1, and that was the whole title. That was just the whole title. And then I typed in Neil Patrick Harris board game. It would not put me in the top 25 search engine. But once I put Neil Patrick Harris board game, it put me in there. Now, it made me wait a little while because, they don't want people just completely abusing the system. But once they realize that, okay, this fits the bill, this is, people who are looking for the Neil Patrick Harris game, because they type that in, are finding your video. So now we believe you. And now... and I can show you that right now. It's just, I find this sort of stuff fascinating, but now that I've added Magic Puzzle Escape Room, because those are really things that are in the game, it adds all sorts of different elements like that. It's a really fascinating game, by the way. It will hopefully start giving me some of those tags as well. So yeah, come on, load it up, TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy, not now! Yeah, so looky there. Neil Patrick Harris Escape Room. Before, it would not have given me that, but now you type that in, number 6, Neil Patrick Harris tabletop game. Yes, so as you can see, it's all about trying to trick those, the algorithms into scooping my video up. Because every time you search for anything on YouTube, YouTube just scoops up what they think is most likely what you want. And I'm trying to get myself into that net, because if I can get into that net, I can get a new pair of eyes, and those new pair of eyes will end up being subscribers. And bada boom. That's how the game is played. But let's keep going. Oh, I went to the wrong thing. I went a little bit too far. So, see more. Look at that. 268 views in the last 48 hours. Loving that. Loving that. That really tells me the Target experiment is working. So the next time Target has new hobby-style board games, I'm going to snatch those up, and I'm going to start playing the living snot out of those as fast as I can. So this is November 1st. Why would they give me the November? I don't want November. That's dumb. Give me December. That's the juicy stuff. Hopefully it didn't take away. Okay, so we got subscribers, we got your estimated revenue, and we're looking at the cash. Let's keep scrolling down, keep seeing what we're learning about. It's chugging along. My computer's chugging. I can physically hear it chugging. It needs to take a breath. So we were at Dad Joke Face Off, which I'm going to buy. Deer in the Headlights. Oh, so this one was a really cool one. This one is really exciting for me, and it's actually a personal failure of mine because this company, I think it was Hasbro or Mattel, was nice enough to say, hey, would you like to check this game out? And so I got one of the first copies of the game, like a review copy, which from a big company. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to absolutely nail this one out of the park. Excellent communication, excellent everything. And I completely screwed the pooch on the communication. And I have. Anyone who knows me from the board game industry might have heard that I'm not the best at communicating, unfortunately. It's just I don't know why. I could really dig into it, but that's a whole different separate video. But they sent me this, and so I was like, I got the unboxing done that night. Like, I got the unboxing done immediately, and then I posted that to YouTube. And then as I was posting that to YouTube, I started working on the Skip the Rules for this, because I figured this was going to be a popular Christmas gift, especially maybe amongst coworkers and different stuff like that, and then it would get played on New Year's Eve. And lo and behold, December 12th, and it's got 618 views, 3 subscribers gained, and it's already made me $3.15. Now, even if I go to Target and I buy that game brand new for $20, I can see that this game is going to make back all of the money at some point. Like, undoubtedly, this, if we take a look at this game next year, it will probably have made all of its money back. And that is spectacular. And this is one where you can see the webcomic game. Now, unfortunately, you can only have 100 characters on your title for this, so I can't, really go into it and click all the keywords that I'd like to click. But, webcomic game, I figured that would at least help people find it a little bit better. Left, center, right. This is one of my most popular videos from last year. It's still 378 views, $3, and 8 minutes. I wonder if I need to make a Skip the Rules on left, center, right. There's already like 100 Skip the Rules on left, center, right, so I feel like it's dumb to do it. But there's already quite a few on Monopoly Junior, and my Monopoly Junior is still rising as well. Apples to Apples review. Yeah, old school. It's one of the first videos that I ever shot. I published it on Christmas 2013. Oh my gosh, that was a different life ago. And it's still chugging along. $2.81. No subscribers gained for a lot of these old ones, but still. Clue Suspect card game. Yep, and then I had all the deduction, none of the board. So you can see right there, I wanted to mention deduction specifically because, maybe I can start getting... Because this video is popular enough. It's got, thousands of views. This is one of my more popular videos for the last few years. Which means when I put in a tag on... down here on the details, they're much more likely to give me that tag. Like, if you have 1 million views on a video and you type something in, you're probably going to be able to get it a lot of the time. I would imagine. I don't have 1 million views video, but look at this. Yeah, so we got all these, see a lot of ones here. How to play Clue card game. Very good stuff there. So I'm really happy with this, and this is going to be an evergreen one, because this thing costs like $8 on Amazon, so they could just mass produce the living crap out of it. And people love Clue. It's never going to go away. And that's one thing that I'm actually working on right now. Is I'm working on some lists, some spin-off lists where I talk about like the top 5 Clue spin-off games. So then we got Box 2. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris, 506 views. And this one, $2.63. That's like $15 I've made off the Neil Patrick Harris game back in the 60 in less than a month. Awesome. Zombie Gotcha interview. This was a Gen Con Bonanza interview, and it's here. Why is it here? There's reviews, there's how to plays, but people still just want to watch the interview, and I'm fine with that because it made me $2.57, and boy howdy, I can dig that. And even a subscriber last month. Excellent. Thank you for joining. Kickstarter Critique, Etherfields. Yep. Big game, very popular, made me $2. And here's the thing. That $2, as long as I keep doing the Kickstarter critiques and I keep doing routinely and people are still enjoying them and interested in them, that number is only going to rise. It's only going to rise. And once those numbers start to rise, along with the fact that I am doing, I have all these munchkins and there's a moose in the house and Zombie Gotcha, all these mass market games, those are going to be chucking me along quarters and dollars, and that's really the Bowers Game Corner long-term plan. Like, if you enjoy Bowers Game Corner, you should click that subscribe button because you're going to see this shenanigans for like the next 30 years. My dream is to one day retire with my wife and ride around the country in an RV. and just go to different game stores and review different game stores and what I liked about them. Hopefully they're still there, but go to different gaming events and just drive around the country and enjoy the country with my wife, playing board games, shooting content, and making money from the road. And I believe I could probably do that in the next 15 years. I really do. Once my kids go to college, I can say, you know what? Bowers Game Corner, we paid off our house, we paid off a lot of our bills. Bowers Game Corner makes enough money that we can survive if we want to eat ramen. And my wife will totally be down because she's amazing and she supports me. And that is saying a lot. All right, Bauer unboxes the MTV Music Throwback Party Game. I am an idiot. I see this right here. I see this is still popular. $2.16 made on this unboxing video that I posted in September. Why have I not done the Skip the Rules video? You are dumb to dumb dumb dumb. That's why. There you go. That's behind the scenes magic of Bauer's Game Corner. MTV Skip the Rules. Oh, actually, this is Big Potato Games. So they might already have that up. They're really good about that. But either way, if I don't have a review up of that, I should get a review up of that. There's a Moose in the House review. This is one on location at the hospital. And this one right here, I feel like this is a good example of why I need to continue to do what I'm doing and putting things at the end of the titles. Because this video, I don't understand why it's still making me money. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It was posted February 6, 2016, and it's $2,400, $2. I made $2.16 in December off this game, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm pretty sure, because I don't think it's still in print. Like, a lot of these games, I understand why they're here. This one has always baffled me, and now I really do think it's because it has that on location at the hospital. And the people that get to this video because they see that and they're like, what? On location at the hospital? That's interesting. I'm going to click on that. Are not going to be disappointed because I'm in a hospital waiting room. And so they're not going to hate on the video or anything like that, which just says to YouTube like, hey, if someone's looking for on location at the hospital, this might be what they want to do. Oh my gosh. Should I try that? We're going to try that right now. This is behind the corner, baby. We do everything. We do everything back here. We're going to see if we can get on location at the hospital in the tags. Because if that is the case, then I have cracked the code. There's no way it's going to work. There's no way it's going to work. That'd be too awesome if it worked. All right. So I don't want to get rid of any of these, but I will. Okay. On location at the hospital. No way it does this. At location. What was it? What is it exactly? On location at the hospital. On location at the hospital. So this is about a game that has absolutely nothing to do with being in a hospital. Let's see if we can get that tag. Learn there's a moose in the house. That one looks really good. I don't want to get rid of that one. Learn there's a Mossy in the house. I feel like we can get rid of Mossy in the house. I think that's solid. All right, so we get rid of that. Update me. Update me. No, it didn't do. Okay, so I can't trick it that much. They're not that stupid. But anywho. All right. Big unresounding failure, but hey, I had to know. Now I do know, but still, maybe it's still tickling. Because I have no other explanation why that game is still making money. And it's been baffling me for like years now. Like, that game has always been a mystery to me. And hopefully this explains it. So this was another one of the Target experiment ones. It's not going as well as I had hoped. It's the Bauer Family Learns 109 Treasure Hunt game. This was a $15 Target exclusive game. But you know what? Maybe they made a lot of copies of it. It's very distinctive. It has like a treasure chest that you actually open, and the box looks really cool. And it made me $2.16 back in a month. So I should be happy about that, because probably just going to continue to grow, and maybe this one turns into an evergreen game. I can hope that they keep making different print runs of this one, and that's pretty much what you can do. But it's not as high as I would like it to be, I'll be honest with you. All right, may cause side effects. Yeah, this is the unboxing video that I was talking a little bit about earlier. This unboxing one. 213 people still viewed this. Why? Just because. They just want to see what it is. And it made me $2.14, and I took that knowledge, and then I made the Skip the Rules video, which was higher up on the list. And that's the kind of thing that I need to look for, and I don't know why my Sorry video isn't doing so well. Sorry for the long time was the hot game. I talked a little bit earlier about how Clue the card game is my hot game right now. Sorry used to be that game. It used to chug me along, and now it made me $2 last December. And I'll be honest with you, I was expecting that to be $5, you know, but Maybe it's because they stopped printing fire and ice power-ups. Maybe they've gone back to whatever the new version of Sorry is. I know I have Sorry in Space, actually, which I just shot some videos on. Maybe that's the one that's going to be the popular one. Because I'm on the ground floor. I have the first videos pretty much of Sorry in Space, which I just posted like the last few days. So if I can get on that one, and maybe that's like the new version of Sorry, maybe they're just like, we're just going Sorry in Space now. Deal with it. And if that's the case, we're talking about potentially a video that could see hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views over the long term. And those are the shooting stars that I'm trying to get onto, and that's why I'm doing these different science experiments with different games and what I'm trying to do on the channel. And this is another example right here. I'm trying to do more tech stuff. On the weekends, I do non-Kickstarter board game Kickstarter critiques. And the reason why was I want to start expanding Bauer's Game Corner maybe into different sectors of the market. Because that's kind of already what I am doing. I cover tons of mass market stuff. I have always covered tons of mass market stuff. But I also do the board game stuff. So it's just like, it's kind of status quo. And so now I'm going to start covering tech stuff. And I've covered some stuff that's related to board game stuff, like 3D printers and whatnot like that. But I'm also just going to cover random stuff. And maybe, if I can start digging into that tech market a little bit, bringing board games to them, that's going to open up a whole new audience. And so I love seeing Kickstarter Cheek, Looking Glass Portrait. It's a freaking hologram. And what do you want to bet that's triggering stuff? 413 views, 1 new subscriber, $1.94. Spectacular. This is one of the other games that I got from Target as part of the experiment. Skip the rules, red light, red's light, green light. Oh no, maybe that's why nobody's finding the video. God! Be still, my beating heart. People are still finding the video, but I made it hard for them. I bust people's chops all the time on the Kickstarter critique about doing just that. And this is real disappointment. This is really, and you want to know? I sit down here for hours and I do stuff like this, and I don't have any cameras most of the time. And it's so rewarding and satisfying at the same time draining when I see my mistakes, and I see years and years and years of mistakes here. Like, my channel is such a weird channel because it's been around so dang long, and it's still at the 6,000 subscriber mark, and I appreciate every single one of you amazing subscribers, so I'm not saying it like that, but I can see all the mistakes. I see why, it's been stuck. It's been a slow creep up the hill, and now I'm starting to fix a lot of those things. So it's going to be fun to see that swing up, hopefully, because like I said, I'm in this for the long haul. I can go back and I can put makeup on the pigs of all 3,000 videos. All my 3,000 old ugly videos, I can put makeup on all those pigs. It'll just take time. So Stephen Rhodes Games, Battle of the Sexes. Yeah, another one of my first reviews ever. $1.90. And I need to add something spicy to the end of that too as well. Some things that are going to trickle the algorithms. Fluff Battle. Yeah, I just did this one. Liar's Dice meets Cute Animals with some nice components. Made me $1.86. Spectaculars. Roll It, Bauer Family Learns. Okay, I'll have to doll that one up. That one looks like it's going to be an evergreen because I just posted that June 12th, 2020. It made me $1.84 over December, which tells me this was a pretty popular, or in this case, pretty distinct, because it's a very different game, mass market style game. So I need to get in there. I need to upgrade the tags. I need to add something on the end. I need to see if I can hit some other tags as well. Brain Freeze Reviews, that's going to be one of those evergreen ones. This is a really, really, really popular card game because it comes in a thing of ice cream, which, hey, that's fun. Random Interview, Zodiac Clash, Smack It card game. This is another experiment I did. I was running a lot of experiments. I bought a whole bunch of the cheapest, newest card games on Amazon, and I said, all right, I'm going to make a whole bunch of videos about these card games, unboxing videos, skip the rules videos, and, I have the first one up for Smack It, and if this game, because it's like $5.50 or something, it's insanely cheap. If they just keep mass producing this game and it just sells and sells and sells and sells and sells, and it's going to sit and and I have a 2-minute video and I'm one of the first videos up for it, boom, this is going to be an evergreen. This is going to, I'm going to make a bold prediction on this. I see it's already made me $1.53 in December. I think within 5 years, this video will be up over $80. I betcha. I betcha. Because that game is going to keep getting mass produced, and that's how I'm starting to look at things. I still enjoy everything I do, but I'm starting to see, all right, what can I do to make it a little bit more profitable? Dirty Words, the Party Edition. Yep, I just updated this one because I had no idea that this was popular. And I saw people, there was a demand for this. And so I put at the end, the Sexy Dicey Party Game, because it is such a weird game. It's a dice rolling, sentence making game that's supposed to be like an aphrodisiac style game. Like, what? But it's such an odd game, but hey, it looks like it might be an evergreen. If that, I just keep producing that game. Go Bananas. Yep, mass market stuff. That one's not. That one straddles the line between being mass market and being like a hobby game, because it's actually a really solid game. Stupid Deaths. Yep, that one's at Myers. That one's at Target. That one's going to be one that's going to be there for a very long time, and I really need to put something evocative, something that's going to get me more scoops from YouTube at the end of that one. Pick Your Poison review. Yep, those adult party games, those party games, they are really popular. I swear, if you just started a YouTube channel right now, the two categories that I would highly recommend people do: party games, just nothing but party games, and expansions for games that have a lot of expansions. If you just came in and you started reviewing the 4th, 5th, and 6th on of every single expansion, like maybe that's your whole stick of the show, is only when it's good enough for 4 or something. I don't know. Something to do with the number 4. But it only covers, you only cover the expansions for games after they've already had 4 expansions. Like, what was so good about this game that they continue to churn things out? And is the stuff they're continuing to churn out still good? Because those videos are evergreens. Because if a game pumps out 5, 6, 7 expansions, that means that game is selling just hundreds of thousands of copies, most likely. You know, your Catans, your Dominions, games like that just keep pumping them out. Now, Dominion might not be that high, but it might be. Your Ticket to Rides. If you start covering just that, because here's the thing, with the Cult of the New, people don't cover that stuff. Like, you know, unless it's like Ticket to Ride or something like huge. Like, I guarantee, if you go look at the most recent, what was the Donald X Vaccarino's follow-up game? I don't remember the name of it, but that's up to like its 3rd, 4th, 5th expansion by now. And I bet if you look to see how many people are covering that expansion versus how many people were covering the first expansion, the number is drastically different. And so that is definitely a lucrative area for someone. I've got a live stream in 7 minutes. Oh, I got to wrap this up. Mind Trap review. This one is another one. This is an evergreen game. You know, and I need to get some stuff at the end. Clues, Secrets, and Spies, evergreen game. Playing Exit the Game with my wife. Spectacular. Love seeing that. It's Vegas, Vits Invaders. Yep, evergreen. Hullabaloo. May cause side effects. Yeah, I could see there was demand for this game. Woo! And I gotta get that looking pretty. The unboxing of this. Excellent. That's another $1.18 off of it. All right, I think you're getting the impression. Oh, behind the corner, baby! Yeah, behind the corner! How much money did Bauer's Game Corner make in 2020, and why? I guess I did that a little bit early because I didn't have all the December numbers net. But hey, whatever. I was excited, and apparently so were you. Even except for the one person who doesn't subscribe. But hey, whatevs. That happens. I'm sorry to see the go. But there you go. That was my pretty stinking comprehensive behind the scenes of December 2020. Let me know what you thought about this segment. Let me know if there's something you would like me to cover in there. Let me know if there's some weird in-the-weeds statistics or algorithms that you would like me to walk you through, because I'm more than happy to do it. And look at that! 98 views of my Bauer Unboxes, the Game of Life, Trouble Games, Mashup, Pop-Up, and Spin-O-Matic. Goodness! Awesome. Looks like an evergreen to me. But if you enjoy what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.